Alright, running a plus 17 Plaguefall, running as Holy with the Flash Concentration legendary. This is my talent setup. This is a PUG that I just joined through the LFG tool, so good fun. I always have people asking me about my stat priorities, or my stat weight, so here's what I currently have. Might just start showing that at the beginning of my videos too. Okay, so aiming to do some commentary on this one as well. It's interesting that he only pulled the giant by itself. Usually I see them pull with the other group here. Okay, I missed the combust for the mage, so I'm going to go ahead and use it on the Death Knight there. Now I've got the mage set focused, so yeah, I'm going to preemptively Apotheosis here, because I'm going to run out of globals once this gets crazy. Fear him even though he's rooted, so I can walk by the Spiteful. By the way, the affixes right now, this is the last night, thank goodness, of this affix week. So it's Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and Grievous is just nasty. Although Flash Concentration Holy is one of the best for it. Feels really strong. See, the difference in, I just ran a Plaguefall, and the difference in this group between interrupting the Fungi Storms and the last group is night and day. So you can actually do a large majority of your damage potential as Holy just by keeping Holy Fire on cooldown. And that probably wasn't the best target to cast it on because he was almost dead. Just looking to keep my Flash Concentration stacks up. Shadow Word Death. Okay, the DK slow is so nice for Spitefuls. I'm gonna go ahead and stun him so I don't have to worry about it. If a Fungi Storm does go off, I have to have some kind of a response to it. And right now I don't have really anything. I've got Apotheosis on cooldown, and Divine Hymn is also on cooldown, so... the Mage's Combust is in 34 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fey Guardians on him, try to get that rolling. Now, based on when he has it up, he'll probably cast it on this next room with all the oozes, I would guess. I'm going to go ahead and Mana Pot, Blood Elf Racial. Still in combat, so I'm going to go ahead and use this just for get as far ahead as I can. And... oh, I just got out of combat. Symbol of Hope. I'm going to drink real quick. I'm going to lose my Flash Concentration stacks, so once it turns red right now, go. And I'm going to go ahead and PI the Mage. I don't have Blood Elf Racial, so I'm going to Mass Dispel. Guardian Spirit on the tank. I'm going to... oh, he must have pulled aggro. Oh my gosh. The Ghost Army. Nice. So one improvement point I'm trying to do, still, it's not an uncommon improvement point for me, is to use Apotheosis more often. Because a lot of times I just sit on it, you know? I just had a viewer point it out and reminded me I really need to work on it. Because if I'm not using it, that means that I could be popping it offensively. Like, there's no reason I should just be sitting on it. could pop it defensively or offensively, unless I know a Prideful's coming. Which he's probably going to pull this guy for the Prideful, yep. I've been seeing this route more and more. I used to see more routes where we would skip some of the fungal stuff and we'd go down that way and pull the first trash pack, but I'm seeing more of this. Interesting. I'm going to use Fey Guardians on the Mage because he should have it back up by the boss, because we have a Prideful, so... yeah. He'll have it up for the boss. As much damage as I can before things start getting crazy. And the Holy Word's on cooldown. Okay, 50% health. Ooh, the AMZ. I'm gonna save my Divine Hymn then. I don't need it. I can handle this just fine now. Yeah, it's really handy. Okay, I'm gonna PI on the Mage. I'm gonna go ahead and renew Blanket a little bit while I'm in cast back. Ooh, that Mage blink. It's close. Alright. So here I need to offensively Apotheosis. There's no reason not to. Yeah, look at that. Good stuff. So on that Plague Stomp, it's really easy to tunnel on people's health bars and think that you need to get everybody topped off, and then all the while you're far away, and then suddenly he slime spews or whatever it's called, and you're stuck, and you have no mobility as a priest to get out of the way, and then you just die and you wipe the group. Very common story. So be careful on that. Biggest tip I can give on that boss is to play it like you're a melee. As soon as you get Plague Stomped, move back into melee range, even if it means that you're casting Renews or something on people as you're walking. Okay, we'll see which route the tank takes here. I'm gonna Guardian Spirit because tank is getting low. Fear there. Oh, I lost my flash concentration stacks. Let me go ahead and mana pot here. Oh my goodness gracious, he got nuked. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't ready for him to drop that fast. Fortunately, he has to run from the beginning now. Should I release? They're still pretty high. I'm gonna go ahead and just run. I don't know what I should have done there. I should have maybe died and then ran back rather than healing up the group, but the mage did make it back, and that saved us death. So I honestly don't know what the right call was there. Difficult to say. But we didn't wipe. We didn't lose the health progress that we had on them, so I call that a plus. Definitely not ideal. I don't know what caused his health to spike so quickly there. Maybe I should have been more aware and more careful. But yeah, he got roasted. There we go, now we got my Fey Guardians out. For the extra damage reduction on the tank, I synced it up with his Combust, so that's all good. Synced up the damage reduction with his Combust. Nice Mass Dispel by the priest there. Yeah, those DK slows are fantastic. These Spitefuls just slow down the key. Congealed Slime reduces the damage of everything else around it by 75%, so I need to be aware of that and get him down quick. Help with as a healer, help with priority damage with that, just to help push that along. I don't have my spell. Feels bad. There we go. I don't think it's really worth using Guardian Spirit on anybody right now, or Fey Guardians, because the priests. Oh, the mage is combusting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and PI him then. Never mind. Scratch that. Worth it all of a sudden. Okay, let's go ahead and Divine Hymn this a little bit. It's okay if I lose my Flash concentration stacks here, because I've got Prideful, so the mana issue doesn't really matter. Good, he's pulling this up the stairs. Watch that. What's that frontal spew? Ooh, look how hard that is to see that swirly. Mage was rooted in that. I think he didn't die. I would have assumed on Prideful he would have been dead. Oh, I thought I could game it and I got greedy. Yeah, I was greedy there. Thought I could get the cast time. We supposed to have those slime claws? I'm gonna go ahead and Apotheosis here, because I'm gonna run out of globals here in a bit. It's probably gonna get hit by that explosion. Yep, so get that Dispel. If the tank gets hit by the explosion from those plague borers, you have to get the disease removal right away, or pop some. If you don't have a disease removal, you gotta pop something because he's gonna get chunked really hard. He's probably gonna do it again since he's a bear. I'm gonna pull him here. There we go. And he's soul shaped, so we're on the same page. Good that he was aware of that and thinking of it. Let's get this combust off the mage with Fey Guardians. Here, I would like to get on this far side. And I'm going to refresh my flash concentration on the mage before things get too airy. This stairway is so easy to get line of sighted, but the group did a great job there avoiding the explosions, so we're all right. But typically there, if things get messy, that's when I pop Divine Hymn. I didn't even have it up, so it's good that I didn't need to. I was relying on it potentially, and I didn't even see that I didn't have it up. I'm going to Fade there, because I'm taking some damage. Fade will serve two purposes. It's going to help me drop threat, and it's also going to give me, I think it's like 10% damage reduction for my conduit. Okay, I'm watching the mage for when he combusts. Go ahead and dispel the mage. Anytime that gripping infection's up, it's important to dispel that. Because it overlaps with some scary mechanics. Not necessarily with this pack. There's not really anything that I can think of that is necessary to dispel it for. But like with that pack over there, with the jagged spines, that's a bad overlap. So I've actually seen a lot more groups pulling this pack first and then going back and killing the other pack, and I didn't understand why, but it's because the boss... Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. I missed the mage's whatever. Bust there. Anyways, what I was saying is the reason that groups pull this pack first and then go back and kill the other one is because the boss jumps to whatever platform you killed the ads on first. And so he jumps to this platform, and then you have a full rotation before he makes it back to that other platform. So it actually makes it really nice because it gives you a ton of time. Timing works out better. Here we had to be really squished back here to deal with the pack because the boss was there. Working his way back. Let's see if he gets the buff. He's just barely not gonna make it. We need to get him down. He's up to 20 stacks, so I think the mage got the buff. Trade-off is I'll give him Fey Guardians and PI, so he's got plenty of stuff to make him good. Port before I forget. Mage is combusting. Pop Fey Guardians here. So my my Fey Guardians rotation is typically, unless the tank is in dire danger, I pop it on the DPS and then I move it to the tank using Powered Shield. And that serves two purposes. One, it helps the DPS get the full cooldown duration. And then it also helps the to refresh my flash concentration stacks. Oh my gosh. So slow. So I try to dispel that on the tank as quickly as possible. It doesn't really hurt that bad, but it can get a little out of control. If you miss it and it stacks up to twice, which is really bad, then that's not good. But it's not really a huge priority, it's just something that you have to pay attention to. This haste buff is probably honestly worse. Yeah, this is only... Well, it's almost
That wasn't fun.
1700 every 1 second. What'd you run?
Halls, but just everyone was just running into everything, and
Yeah, it's hard on lower
we
keys.
didn't. Yeah, we didn't wipe it all, but just the melee just kept getting insta-shotted so many times. We didn't run it. So, we didn't complete the timer, but oh well. At least I have now my keys done.
Very nice. So that haste debuff, the one that looks like Icebound Fortitude, this one right here, that on the mage during his combust window was very scary, just because it wastes his whole thing. So
Is
that
it
was
just
a
me, or
top
is it
dispel
taking
priority.
forever to complete my Night Fae campaign?
Yeah, especially if you're unmotivated to do it, it takes a long time. I want to keep up my flash concentration stacks here, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh that. Doing a 17 Plaguefall right now, pugging it.
Whoa, good luck.
Thanks. We're almost to the third boss, and we've got 7 deaths so far, so it's been actually really smooth.
Not too bad.
No.
No wipes or anything, just
No wipes.
just random
almost
deaths.
a wipe, but yeah, just random deaths. One-shot stuff. As you get higher and higher in keys, like, the healing isn't necessarily too much harder, it's just you have to avoid everything. Everything's a one-shot.
Well, that's what I wasn't getting. Like, I mean, I almost wanted to say something because, like, the melee. I mean, obviously, I'm not used to the melee, so I don't exactly know about being in there. But it seems like they just stood in everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because they just can't see it, or
I like
if
this,
they
by the
just
way, pulling this pack back to
care.
this platform. I like that a lot.
Because I don't know if it's just my gear or I just can't heal through, but yeah, I just could not heal through them standing and everything.
Yeah. Also, a lot of times it's missed kicks and stuff like that. That's especially true in Sanguine Depths. There's a lot of kick mechanics that if you miss is really bad.
I mean, the only real interrupt I have is Typhoon, right?
Unless you're Feral Affinity. If you're Feral Affinity, you get a stun.
Oh yeah, the bash or whatever.
But yeah, no. Well, I mean, there's Mighty Bash. That's the blue-looking one. But you also get Maim in Cap 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have a whole lot of interrupts. The only healer that has an interrupt is like a true interrupt is Shaman.
Yeah.
With Wind Shear. Yeah, which makes it
so
super good for pugs, you know, because you can help carry that. For those of you in stream or watching this video later, if I decide to put it on YouTube,
I just got a
guildy friend of mine.
Item level 200 pendant. So that was a huge
nice.
upgrade. 124 haste and mastery. 49 mastery.
Very nice. Mage is probably going to pop Combust on this next pack. I'm going to go ahead and move the cooldown reduction to the priest and try to get his void form up, because the mage is not going to pop at this pack, and it's just a waste sitting on him.
Ooh. I need to get a legendary gear. It's really the one big thing I'm missing.
Oh, you don't have a legendary?
No.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's like saying I'm not using Life Bloom, something like that. Like it's very, very important.
Yeah, I just need to run a bit more Torghast.
Or this gets out of control. I'm gonna go ahead and Symbol of Hope.
Because right now I need
Blast
to
Concentration and Divine Hymn. Nice AMZ there. It's fine that we're stacking this up.
get 1200 Soul Ash.
I've got plenty of mana now, actually. That AMZ is so handy. Yeah, Torghast and your vault stuff. That's what you. That's your weeklies. Like getting your 10 mythics in and doing your Torghast runs with both wings. But that's really the only upkeep now, so it's actually pretty approachable, and that's why it's pretty alt friendly. It's just those two things.
Okay.
Barely caught his combust wind. I think I missed a good portion of it. I caught the second half though. Boy, look at the healing from that bear. Nice, we still have a solid 10 seconds on Prideful for the boss. It's good.
2 different missives. And a ruined vessel. Where the heck do I get all that?
Oh, look at that. Lucky RNG.
Does it matter which
Did you see that RNG on those
I
assassins?
make,
That was
or
great.
like a legendary, or does a different piece depend on the memory I select?
So each memory, you go to the Rune Carver and unlock it, and then it can be made. You can make the legendary on, I think, 2 different slots. So you have 2 different options, depending on where you want to put it.
But it can be any piece of armor.
No. Every legendary has 2 that it will allow you to put it on. Like maybe either a neck or a chest or something like that. And typically you always want to pick the piece that has the higher stat level. Like for example, chest, legs, things like that. Head. Things that have higher amounts of stats on them, because you can level up your legendary to item level 235. So it's going to end up being your highest item level piece.
So how do I figure out which memory goes to what? Do I just need to look it up?
Go to your adventure guide. I think no collections. I don't know. I'll have to look. Sorry, in a boss fight right now.
Nah, that's how I can. Yeah, I can hear. I appreciate you entertaining, helping me.
No problem. Uh-oh. There we go.
Yeah, I have 5 memories in my bag.
Yeah, go to the Rune Carver, just unlock them, and it'll unlock the legendary, and then you can go from there.
I'm not entirely sure if I'm at that stage yet with the Rune Carver. I think I need to do a little bit more.
As long as you're finishing your Torghast layers 8, if you can finish both wings layer 8 on Torghast, even if you're not spending the Soul Ash, just be banking it up, because when you know what you want, you know, if you've got 5,000 something banked up, you can just make it at level 4 right away, which is really nice.
I think I'm only on level 2 of Torghast.
Oh yeah, that needs to be a big priority then.
Okay.
Like you only have to go up once, so like on one of the wings you're gonna have to level it up to layer 8. And then after you do it once, every other week, all you have to do is just 1 layer 8 run for each of the 2 wings. So just 2 Torghast, you know, runs, and you're good. But that first push up to layer 8 sucks.
But if so with the 2 layers, if I complete one level, both of them go up.
Yes. So you need to
Okay.
you need to pick one of the wings and do all the layers up to layer 8, and then finish layer 8, and then go over to the other wing and just do layer 8 on that wing.
Okay.
And then every other week you only need to do layer 8 for each of the wings, so 2 total Torghast runs. So yeah, it's a lot up front. When the game first launched, like you could only go up to like layer 6 on the first week, or layer, I forget how they added it up. So it didn't feel like a whole lot because you were like capped over the course of 3 weeks. But now it does feel like a lot. Now the nice thing is on alts in the future, like let's say you hop on your shaman after you've done all that work on your druid, you hop on your shaman, you've unlocked a layer 8. You only have to do it on one character now.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
pretty
So
helpful.
anyone else, yeah.
It didn't used to be that way, and it pissed people off for a long time. Six minutes left. We should be good. This is just it's not tyrannical, so as long as we don't have any big flubs. Oh, I shouldn't say stuff like that. Knock on wood. I should be jinxing myself. Saying stupid stuff. Okay, the mage.
Something about druid just feels so much more powerful than my shaman.
Really?
Oh yeah, like my shaman just felt so squishy.
Strange.
And he was, yeah, and he's a lot more geared than even my druid now.
I don't know.
But like I couldn't even do regular mobs without getting wrecked.
It's interesting. So I'm gonna watch who the priest dispels. I'm gonna guess I'm gonna do the mage. And hopefully the priest dispels somebody else too. Nice. Got plenty of time left. And we got 2 battle reses to go, so that's also good. Oh no. Okay. Okay, get my herb mending rolling. Keep my flash concentration stacks up, and probably should have apotheosis that, but we're gonna be okay. Oh. So here, I'm just gonna, oh man. I think we got 2 B-reses. You know what, I might try dispelling somebody on stack 3, because it almost feels like it's not worth it to spin globals. Oh my gosh, we did it. Almost feels like it's not worth it to spin globals clearing those diseases. Hey, that's my first time 17. Ooh, GG Pug. GG.
So is it worth buying anything at those stores with Phantasma?